The air was thick with the coming of summer. The date June 22, 1988. A gentle breeze rustled through the trees. Unbeknownst to the world, evil was lurking, ready to stain the ordinary with the horrific. This was the night 22-year-old Marie Wilkes vanished. She was driving home to her baby daughter after a routine errand, a journey that would tragically become her last. This seemingly normal Saturday evening would soon transform into a night etched in the annals of unsolved crimes. The tranquility of the English countryside was about to be shattered, leaving behind a chilling mystery that continues to haunt investigators and the nation to this day. Marie Wilkes was a young woman with a vibrant spirit, her life brimming with the joys and challenges of new motherhood. She was devoted to her 13-week-old daughter, her world revolving around the tiny human she loved fiercely. On that fateful evening, she embarked on a simple errand to buy a bottle of milk from a local supermarket, a testament to her dedication to her baby. Little did she know, this simple act of love would be her last. Marie's life, full of promise and love, was about to be brutally cut short, leaving behind a void that echoes with unanswered questions and unbearable grief. Dawn broke with the horrifying discovery of Marie's body. The first light of day revealed a scene that would haunt many for years to come. Discarded on the hard shoulder of the M50 motorway, she lay, a stark contrast to the indifference of the asphalt. The cold, unyielding concrete seemed to mock the fragility of life, as if the road itself had swallowed her last moments. Panic-stricken motorists alerted the authorities, their words painting a picture of horror that would soon grip the nation. Calls flooded in, each more frantic than the last, as drivers tried to make sense of the grim sight before them. The scene was a grim tableau, speaking of violence and despair. Yellow police tape fluttered in the breeze, cordoning off a section of the road that had become a silent witness to unspeakable acts. The initial investigation revealed the brutality of the crime. Forensic teams worked meticulously, piecing together the final moments of Marie's life, each clue a testament to the savagery she endured. Marie had been sexually assaulted and strangled, her body left exposed on the side of the motorway like an afterthought in a cruel game. The details were harrowing, each revelation more disturbing than the last. The viciousness of the act sent shockwaves through the community, the image of her lifeless form seared onto the public consciousness. Vigils were held, candles flickering in the night as people came together to mourn and seek justice for Marie. The community, once peaceful, now united in grief and determination. The investigation quickly honed in on Eddie Browning, a seemingly ordinary man who delivered petrol to the service station Marie had visited. He was a familiar face in the community, known for his punctuality and friendly demeanor. Yet beneath this facade, the authorities believed they had found their prime suspect. The evidence, though circumstantial, seemed to point directly at him. He became the prime suspect, his image plastered across newspapers and television screens. The media frenzy painted him as a villain, a man capable of heinous acts. Public opinion quickly turned against him, and the pressure on law enforcement to secure a conviction mounted. The prosecution presented a compelling case, weaving a narrative of opportunity and circumstantial evidence. They highlighted his presence at the scene and his supposed motive, creating a story that seemed almost airtight. The defense struggled to counter these claims, finding it difficult to dismantle the prosecution's well-constructed argument. The jury, swayed by the prosecution's narrative, delivered a guilty verdict, bringing a semblance of closure to a grieving family and a fearful community. The courtroom erupted in a mix of relief and sorrow, as emotions ran high. For many, it felt like justice had been served. However, this sense of justice would be short-lived. Doubts began to surface, and whispers of a possible miscarriage of justice grew louder. The once clear narrative started to blur, and the community's confidence in the verdict began to wane. After 6 years behind bars, Browning's conviction was overturned. The revelation of new evidence brought a shocking twist to the case. The man who had been vilified and condemned was now seen in a different light. Fresh evidence cast doubt on his involvement, exposing flaws in the initial investigation. The new findings suggested that the real perpetrator had been overlooked, and the rush to judgment had led to a grave error. The case files were reopened, and the hunt for the true criminal resumed. He walked free, a free man forever branded with the stigma of the accusation. Despite his release, the shadow of his wrongful conviction loomed large. He struggled to rebuild his life, facing suspicion and mistrust from those around him. The real perpetrator remained at large, a phantom lurking in the shadows. The community, once relieved by Browning's conviction, now lived in fear once more, knowing that the true criminal was still out there, waiting to strike again. Shadows of Doubt, the unsolved puzzle. The investigation, now back at square one, was fraught with challenges. The passage of time had muddied the waters, crucial evidence lost in the labyrinth of time. Leads ran cold, witnesses' memories faded, and the initial momentum waned. Despite the tireless efforts of the police, the case remained unsolved, a frustrating jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. The lack of answers gnawed at the edges of justice, leaving a bitter taste in the mouths of those who sought it. The identity of Marie's killer and the motive behind the heinous act remained shrouded in mystery, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the randomness of violence. The Ghost of Marie Wilkes, a community haunted. This is a story that has left an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of everyone in this small town, a tale of sorrow, fear, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Marie's murder cast a long shadow over the community. It was an event that shattered the peace and tranquility of this once serene place, leaving behind a trail of grief and unanswered questions. The once familiar roads now held a sinister undertone, a constant reminder of the tragedy that had unfolded. Every corner, every street seemed to whisper her name, echoing the horror of that fateful night. Fear wormed its way into the hearts of the locals, the unseen threat lurking in the shadows. The sense of security they once felt was replaced by a pervasive sense of dread and unease. The name Marie Wilkes became synonymous with the unsolved, a chilling reminder of the darkness that could penetrate even the most ordinary lives. Her story was told and retold, each time with a shiver of fear and a glimmer of hope for resolution. The community, forever marked by the tragedy, grappled with the unsolved nature of the crime. They held vigils, shared stories, and clung to the hope that one day justice would be served. The unanswered questions lingered, a constant source of pain and speculation. Each new lead brought a flicker of hope, only to be extinguished by the harsh reality of dead ends and cold trails. Marie's memory became intertwined with the unsolved case, her story a haunting reminder of the need for justice. Her legacy, a poignant symbol of the community's resilience and their unyielding quest for answers, continues to inspire and haunt them to this day. A Mother's Plea. 30 years of silence. Decades passed, but the pain remained, an open wound that refused to heal. Marie's mother, heartbroken and relentless, never gave up hope. Year after year, she appealed to the public, her voice cracking with emotion as she pleaded for any information that could lead to the capture of her daughter's killer. Her unwavering dedication to finding the truth became a beacon of hope in the face of despair. Her strength served as a testament to the enduring power of a mother's love and the unwavering pursuit of justice. Her pleas echoed through the years, a stark reminder that some wounds never truly heal. The weight of unsolved crimes. The case of Marie Wilkes stands as a chilling reminder of the human capacity for evil and the often frustrating pursuit of justice. It highlights the complexities of investigations, the importance of preserving evidence, and the devastating impact of unsolved crimes on families and communities. The unsolved murder serves as a stark reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, the pursuit of truth and justice must never cease. It underscores the need for continued advancements in forensic technology, investigative techniques, and public awareness to ensure that such heinous acts do not remain unanswered. Hope endures. The search for justice continues. Although years have turned into decades, the hope for justice for Marie Wilkes remains a flicker in the darkness. Advances in DNA technology offer a glimmer of hope, the possibility of uncovering new leads and finally bringing closure to this agonizing chapter. The case serves as a stark reminder that every life lost deserves justice, no matter how much time has passed. The investigation, though challenging, continues. The pursuit of justice, fueled by the memory of Marie Wilkes and the unwavering dedication of those who seek answers, remains a testament to the enduring belief that even in the darkest of times, truth will prevail.